Hello everyone, this is Coach Roslyn. Welcome to my channel, and I want to say I'm grateful for subscribing to my channel. You can share the video if it's helpful to you, all my videos. All right, thank you so much. Finally, decisions. It's been 2 weeks. I spoke about Chamberlain and the decisions that I had to make between Chamberlain and University of Arkansas. I hope I'm saying the name right. Yes, so I have finally made my decision. I am going to go with the University of Arkansas. I received the final approval from the director of nurse for the program, the LPN-BSN online program, LPN-BSN online program. And so I want to say a little something about the school and their requirement. You can, anybody who is an LPN like myself, licensed practical nurse like myself, and want to break to the BSN, I would say there's no shortcut way to it. You have to do your prerequisites, all the nursing prerequisites, and every school, every university or four-year college, and what they require, they demand for you to have as prerequisite. For University of Arkansas, you need to have chemistry. Chamberlain University also required chemistry, general chemistry with lab, which is 4 credits. They require you to have it. So microbiology with lab, anatomy and physiology 1 with lab, anatomy and physiology 2 with lab, nutrition, introduction to psychology, general psychology or lifespan development psychology, ethics, statistics. So if you did probability and statistics in college, in any of the community college, they would take. Yes. What else? They wanted introduction to sociology or any of those humanity. I did US government, and I did introduction to philosophy, because I thought I was going to go with Chamberlain, because Chamberlain required those 2 courses, US government and introduction to philosophy, as part of the general education courses that they wanted. You know, some of the universities, the entire program is 120 credit hours. Some of them is 122, some is even 180, depending on whatever other madness they are requesting for. And sorry for my language, I didn't mean to use that word. Yeah, sometimes it can get crazy. Some of the courses they want you to do before you can compete to get into the upper division program, which is the BSN. Some people from LPN will go through the associate, which is the ADN, associate degree nursing first, before then they will bridge, they will take some online BSN and get their BSN. I didn't want to go through that route because I have 2 things in mind, either to be a CRNA or FNP. So I really don't want to go through any other hurdles, like some long road before I achieve. And I mean, girls are growing. I'm no longer a girl. Age is not on anybody's side. And I know in America here, it doesn't matter your age, you can achieve whatever. But when you have other things, other life projects in mind, you don't have all the ages to be in school. So I want to get the BSN route done so that I can work at least in some emergency department or ICU for a year if possible, and then get to my destination on time, because I have a lot to do before Jesus comes. I have a lot to do for humanity. I am one of those people. I strongly believe that I am on this earth for a reason and for a purpose, and I am here to impact lives positively. So I don't have any time to waste at all. I'm not in any competition with anybody. I just don't have time to waste. I have to do everything I have to do before I exit this planet Earth. Somebody say amen to that. Anyway, so I'm going with University of Arkansas based on a lot of reasons, and pretty much the ones that I can share with you. I did my thorough research, which is one thing I will really encourage you to do if you're in the same lifeboat like I am. You have to do your research about the school, listen to reviews, read reviews about, what the past students have written about the school, put them on a scale, the pros and the cons. If the cons outweigh the pros, it's your call to make. But I want to see more pros than cons. And if the cons are not really making sense, it's just some bunch of people just whining about nothing, I'm able to discern through all the messages they write. Because I've been in the LPN school before, and how I went through it, somebody might have seen it differently, and they may have written something bad about that school. But I know what I went through. I know how I took my studies serious and everything. And so I will not agree with those people who wrote negative things. So you can discern through the messages, the comments they make about the school, and you can know someone who is just having personal grudges, one of those people who are never satisfied with nothing, and sometimes they don't put in much effort, and they want everything to just fall into places. And if it doesn't, then they take it to the Google platforms to, write a bunch of nonsense. I'll say that. So I look into all that, which influenced my decision. I remember one student made a video, and under the video or the comment, I love to read comments on YouTube. So one of the video, the lady said that, Chamberlain is not transferable. The transcripts, you can't transfer to another university or whatever. And in fact, it's written on their website that their transcripts, their credits are not, their credits is not transferable. And it all depends on the school. The school you want to go and do your masters, if you have masters in mind, whether they want to accept wherever you had your BSN from. So one, the school has to be regionally accredited. That's one thing I've learned the hard way. The school that you are taking your courses, whether it's general education courses, whether it's the main course, the main program, you have to attend a school that is regionally accredited. It's very, very important, because majority of the schools in America, I found out that most of them are regionally accredited, and they do not want to accept any credit from, even if it's national accreditation, they don't like it. They want another regional accredited school credit. So take that into consideration when taking courses. And when you want to transfer to another, go to a school where it's regionally accredited, where their credit will be accepted by the majority of the schools. So if it's a regional accredited school, their credits, you will be sure that that guarantee is somewhat there, that your credit will transfer to almost all the schools. So whether it's regional or national, I think the regional is above the national. That's from my investigation. That's what I I've learned. It might be true, it might not. Anyways, let's move on. So Arkansas University, University of Arkansas, UARK, they are regionally accredited. Chamberlain is regionally accredited as well. And so that was one factor. Both are regionally accredited. And also for the nursing program, it has to be CCNE accredited. So there's two major board of the nursing, the national nursing. So CEN or CCNE. These two. I believe I'm saying the other one right. I think it's CEN. Yes. And CCNE. So make sure it is written boldly on their website that the BSN or the ADN, the program that you are going to pay money for to attend, is CCNE accredited or CEN accredited. One of these accreditation. Very crucial. If not, you are not going to get a license to practice. You go to that school and you can't write NCLEX because it is not recognized by any of this board. That's one thing I learned during my research. So both are CCNE accredited for their BSN. All right. So what else? I was crossing things out. I was just comparing the schools. Well, let me talk about money. So per credit hour for the courses I'm going to be taking for my BSN with University of Arkansas is around 341 and some change. So roughly around 345. Let me just run it up to that. So if that is the case, and I'm taking 4 classes in the spring, I strongly believe that the $5,000 that the FAFSA set for my term, I believe it will be able to cover all the 4 classes that I will be taking, and I wouldn't have to come out of pocket, and there probably will be a little change for me to buy my books with. So I wanted that comfortability, that I don't have to go and work my butt off before I can come out of pay the extra tuition fee that is left. And that is the cons when it comes to Chamberlain and the UARK, University of Arkansas. With Chamberlain, I'm going to come out of pocket about $7,000, and they spread it across the 2 year or 3 years that they have spread their courses for me to take. And so every 5 weeks, I will have to come out of pocket $800, almost $1,000. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Yes, I don't want to do that. I have a supporting husband who works full-time and ready to support me. I'll be picking Saturday and Sunday work if possible, just to keep my license active and my skills active whilst I'm in school. But Monday through Friday, I'll be home studying so that I can pass all my courses. I pray that, and I hope that you who is listening, if you're going to start or you get a great support team, a support person that would really support you, be understanding and help you successful. I know it's going to be a rough journey for the next 2 years up to 2022 ending fall, but the Jesus that we serve is with us, and we believe we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Can I get an amen to that? Anyway, so money was a big factor to me. Yes, and taking that into consideration, I chose University of Arkansas over Chamberlain because I can't afford it's too pricey for me. It's too pricey. By the time you are done, it's going to be about 60,000 plus. But with the University of Arkansas, it's not going to be like that. And plus my credit is going to be transferable because it's more ancient, it's more older than Chamberlain University. And I strongly think, someone might not agree with this part, I strongly think University of Arkansas has more reputation, a better reputation than Chamberlain University. That's what I think, based on the reviews and based on when it was founded and everything. Yes, that's what I want to say. So I want to go with the one with much reputation, and their credit will be easily accepted for me to continue with my education as I want to do so. Until God comes, we're going to learn and learn till we can't learn anymore. But we want to get it done on time. Pretty much that's what I'm trying to say here. So the money, and though Chamberlain is right here in North Carolina, Charlotte, it's far from where I live though, but I would have managed if that was the only choice that I have. And one advantage Chamberlain have over University of Arkansas is that with Chamberlain, if I had attended, I'll be going to clinicals very easily wherever they will take us to, because it's here. But University of Arkansas is so far from me, and I will have to look for the hospital, the community health clinicals, the school where I will be doing my school nurse clinicals, and then the school University of Arkansas will approve it, and I will get a preceptor there to learn from that person for my clinicals. So that's going to be the hurdles, the issue that I'm going to be having in the future. But I still chose them because I believe with God all things are possible. God will make a way for me to connect. I'll be able to connect to people, places where I will go and do my clinicals. Everything that you put to prayer, God makes a way for it. So when we get to that path, we will, or that bridge, we will cross it. By the grace of God, we will cross it. I strongly believe we will cross it. That's the only problem. That's the only future problem I see. But we will cross it when we get there. Getting into the program right now is very important to me, and I got approved by the director of nurse on Sunday evening to register for classes for the spring, which start in January, God willing, January 11th. So I know it's going to be stressful, but I'll try as much as possible. However way the classes is going, I'm going to make videos here and there, take you through the journey with me. So by 2022, we'll become graduates with that BSN degree, and you will see where God will take us from. I thank God in all for helping me make that decision. I mean, for the past 2 weeks, I was waiting on them to approve my English Composition 2, which I took with Geneva. And I was praying, and the prayer answering God just answered that, and they approved it. And now they have approved me for the upper division LPN-BSN program. Glory be to God for that. And I pray that whatever your challenge may be, whether you are trying to write an entrance exams or whichever the situation may be, may the Lord meet you at the point of your needs and help you overcome, just as He has helped me to overcome mine. And now I'm going to begin. So it's left for me to study hard, study smart, and allow God to do the rest so that everything falls into places. Thank you for watching. You stay blessed. Today is December 15th, 2020, and I wish everybody a prosperous new year. If I don't make any video again till next year, I wish you a prosperous new year, and I hope you enjoy yourself because the year has ended. And I pray God keep you safe, you and your household, I love you with the love of God. Have a blessed the rest of the 2020 year. All right, bye.